thousands of police have moved on a large protest camp in the center of the Ukrainian capital, Kiev. Police have torn down barricades and reoccupied part of the main opposition site in Independence Square. A standoff developed after clashes broke out between security forces and protesters. The government's decision to withdraw from a free trade deal with the EU last month has sparked huge street rallies by the opposition. Sea of Police. The latest police action comes after EU Foreign Policy Chief Catherine Ashton held talks with President Viktor Yanukovych on Tuesday. Baroness Ashton, who was cheered by crowds when she visited Kiev's main protest site, said she was saddened that police had later used force to try to remove protesters. "I was among you on Maidan, the name for Independence Square, in the evening and was impressed by determination of Ukrainians demonstrating for European perspective of the country," she said in a statement posted on Facebook. "Some hours later I observe with sadness that police uses force to remove peaceful people from the center of Kiev. The authorities didn't need to act under the coverage of night to engage with the society by using police." Riot police and Interior Ministry officers dismantled some barriers and tents but met resistance from opposition supporters. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry also condemned the action late on Tuesday. The United States expresses its disgust with the decision of Ukrainian authorities to meet the peaceful protest in Kiev's Maidan Square with riot police, bulldozers, and batons, rather than with respect for democratic rights and human dignity, he said. "This response is neither acceptable nor does it befit a democracy." A large number of riot police massed on three sides of Independence Square and outside the mayor's office. The BBC's Steve Rosenberg in Kiev says a sea of police surrounded the square, seemingly waiting to move on the main camp there. Protesters poured water onto the icy ground to make it too slippery for the police to advance, our correspondent adds. Protesters shouted "Fascists" and "Kiev rise up." Television images showed people in the square singing Ukraine's national anthem. A priest appealed to the riot police not to obey what he called criminal orders. Ukraine's Hromadsk.tv reported about 15,000 protesters gathered in the square, according to pro-opposition Channel 5. President Yanukovych said on Monday that government officials could visit Brussels this week to resume talks on the EU association agreement. His statement came after hundreds of thousands of protesters turned out in Kiev on Sunday, demanding the resignation of the government within 48 hours. Several people were hurt on Monday night as riot police advanced on protesters, dismantling a number of barricades in the center of the capital. Government buildings are blockaded with cars, barricades and tents.